Hello. Welcome back to what are we doing?
This is Philosoweebs with T-Cone and 40 Sign.
That's right. I'm sorry. I got confused because I was recording by myself earlier.
Oh, I see. Well,
Yes,
tell
yes.
us a little bit about that. What was that?
That was the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. It's like the early stages.
Pilot?
I guess it's a pilot. I was thinking more along the lines of like, gestation periods.
Okay.
Oh, man. Well, fuck you. All right. I'm working on my solo show is what I'm doing. There's just so much isekai. And I'm just have no self-confidence, so I was trying to hide it, but T-Cone won't let me.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
You just got to get it out there. That's the skeletons in the closet. You just got to throw out for everyone to see.
We will. And the advice you actually gave us a little earlier, I liked, and that's gonna, I think, help me get along a little faster.
Absolutely.
I like that. So.
Word.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I'm thrown off a little bit by it, but hey, we're here on Philosoweebs now.
Yes, this is the territory we're used to.
Yes, this is the territory where I don't have to think about what I'm saying.
Word.
Not in a bad way, just meaning like unscripted. I don't have to remember my lines.
Yeah.
Like I wrote my fucking lines. I wrote and rewrote them, and it still takes 4 takes sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I know what I'm saying, but I can't say it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So, yeah.
It'll come along.
I think so too. It's just like anything else, it's work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Absolutely.
But it's all right. It's all right. I feel all right about it.
Word.
We'll see.
Good. Feeling all right about it is better than feeling bad about it. So.
Well, like I said earlier to you, we just got to do it. Just got to fucking do it.
Yes.
So I got to feel right about it because if I don't, I'll never stop.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how long did it take me to, like, actually
even take
record?
the first step, yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. I guess so. It's just like Philosoweebs is also easy because you're not alone. You know what I mean? It's just so much easier when you can just like talk to somebody. You let everything go. You much better.
Yeah.
So that's a big part of it too.
Yeah.
There's less self-consciousness for me.
That's interesting. 40-san feels safe around me, guys. I'm glad to hear that.
Mostly. Yes, though. Well, I think I also explained that part of my persona is like crystal clear.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just you bumped up to the max.
And honest.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much.
Yeah.
As long as I can say it without like hurting somebody or doing
Yeah.
I'll pretty much say it.
Oh, so you're saying there are things you would say that would hurt somebody then?
Of course there are. People don't want to hear everything, right?
Yeah, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. What do they call it? The ugly truth?
The ugly truth. I always see the ones where it's like, this is way off from what we were talking about.
Well, I like this. Let's talk about truth for a little bit.
Well, this is a business quote that I hear. That is, if you want to get rich, lie to people who want to be lied to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's absolutely a big part of it, Like, we're going to talk about the 48 laws of power again.
Yeah.
We talk about the con men. Like, look at what they do. That's some of the most interesting stuff.
It really is.
It's like some people do seem to just want to give their money away.
Yeah. Some weird stuff. Why do we think that is?
I think people want to be a part of something. It's got to be like, it's got to come from that a lot of the times, right? Like they hear a good deal. It's like, oh, that sounds exciting. I want to be a part of that. Cause one of the things I talk about in there's so much this guy is, the attraction of escapism and like why we like power fantasy stuff and like getting away. And it's like, most people don't want to admit that our lives are meaningless.
Yeah.
There's people I won't say like someone who's raising a family has a meaningless life. Like I think for me, there's like 2 reasons to life. Obviously to like make more life, and the other is to just learn.
Yeah.
Just better ourselves and go. That's really all I can figure out what life is.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't have a family and I'm just learning, like, all right, yeah, but it's still fucking meaningless.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah,
It's still pointless and nothing. So,
still
people
a small speck in space. Yeah.
Damn straight. I think most people though don't want to admit that fact.
Yeah.
Right? So I think maybe even if they know that they're not going to get rich quick, even if they know maybe they're getting taken advantage of?
Yeah.
What if they're not? Maybe it's worth it just to be in it, right?
Yeah, yeah. Interesting.
I don't know. I mean, that just came to me now. It's not something I've really thought of before.
Hey, I liked it. I think it made sense.
I liked it too. Because like I said, you talk about truth a little bit. I mean, that is a truth, like, right? They're the truth about one's own life. Especially if you're like someone with a family putting it all on the line, right?
Yeah.
What happens when you lose that money and your kids can't eat?
Brings new meaning. Brings new meaning for sure.
Yeah.
Now you have to switch up your whole... Everything you thought was real before is no longer.
Exactly. What does it say about your truth?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a frightening prospect, dude.
Yeah.
Makes me so glad that nobody relies on me. You know? Oof, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what would you want to know the truth about, like, everything around you? Are you one of those people, or do you think, like, ignorance is bliss?
Well, ignorance is definitely bliss. I think that's
it's a given, right?
Truth.
It's because it's impossible to not be if you don't know something's there.
Yeah. I mean, so I think I would say to that, like, if I could pick what truths I wanted to know, obviously, yeah. But I think if we had to actually make it a hard question, which is, do you want to know the truth about everything, or do you want to live in ignorance and bliss? I think, honestly, I think, like what we were just talking about, like, it depends on the situation you're in, right? If you're in the situation where you're fed up with the bliss that you're receiving, because it doesn't really feel like bliss anymore, I guess, after a certain point, you know? You feel like you're so blissfully ignorant that your bliss doesn't even matter, right?
Maybe you feel like you're in a prison of walls from the outside world that you don't know the truth is out there.
You're in the Matrix.
I was thinking more like Aaron, but... You know.
That's so weird that I thought of the Matrix first.
I was dropping that for you.
But yeah, I think it's, for my answer now, like, I think it's so hard because part of me is actively chasing the truth. Part of me is like, fuck the truth. I'd rather just be happy. Like that. I mean, I think that's why I chase the truth, is because I want to be happy. So this version of me, I really couldn't tell you if I would pick truth or bliss. I think I'm happy with the medium. But again, like, if you're a father, like, you know, that would change your answer. If I was a father, that would change my answer. If I was poor, it would change my answer. If
you were desperate in some way.
Like everything.
For me, I would want to ask a question before answering. And I would want to know if having that truth, right?
Yeah.
Would having the truth give me the ability to live my life in a different way? Because if I was forced to live this exact same life while knowing all the terrible truths, I think that would be horrible. But if I could be able to escape those truths with that knowledge, I think then maybe I would want it.
Okay.
But if not, if they were like, if it was like the Matrix, like, no, you still got to live in the Matrix, but no, it's the Matrix, I'd be like, no, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
You know?
It's interesting.
I think that's where I land on it.
So with you saying that, I think then, I'm just going back on what I said, but I think then I would want to know the truth.
Right.
Because I believe in you asking that question. I believe that, yes, once you know the truth, you can do something about it. That being said, I think, like, so, like, the life we live in now, like, we know some truths about it, right? Like, we know the deeper meanings of stuff. For instance, we were just watching an ad on, who was it, Josh Riley?
I don't remember.
Some politician guy. Like, I think we both kind of know, like, it is capitalism. It is, run by money. It is a separation device. Like, politics, that's the truth of politics. It's
money.
It's to keep
business.
Money. It's a business, and it's to keep us separated. Because if we're
down,
united, then we can take control. But if we're separated, then the people that are already in control are always going to be in control.
Listen, the corporations, what they're trying to do and what they've always tried to do is like duplicate the class system.
Yeah.
Fucking nobles and common folk.
Yeah.
They're trying to be nobles, and we're the fucking poor common masses, and they're trying to just, I mean, the whole idea of that system was that the nobles, they use the common folk for their labor pool. The people earn the money. The nobles got the money. You know what I'm saying? It's not any different from these corporations and what they're trying to do now and what they've always tried to do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's an interesting thing because I feel like in a way, we don't even need to ask the question because we do know the truth, but it's like, what are we doing about it? Or can we do anything about it? I mean, part of me says that we can, we just don't. Because, there's a layer of fear there. There's a layer of like, well, I need all the support, or I need everyone else to think like me in order to accomplish the goal. Like,
well, I think it's about resources.
Yeah.
I think the people who can do something and want to do something, they try their best, but they can't get to everybody.
Yeah.
Like I was just at a concert last night, and one of the lyrics was changed to... the original lyric was denying something, and they changed it to denying Donald Trump.
Oh, okay.
Wow. There is, I think the original lyric was, there is no Santa Claus, and this one she said, there is no Donald Trump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not much, but it is her doing what she can.
Yeah.
Right? What else can she do in that moment? She's just a musician who only can reach so many people.
Yeah.
How can she get to the world, right? That's our question. We've got 8 people listening to us, so how are we going to get to the fucking world?
Yeah.
So like money, resources, money. Like these politician commercials we hate so much, we see, we're watching them on YouTube. They're paying for that. Like how much is that costing them? We could do it too. If we had that money, we can do YouTube commercials.
Yep.
Maybe we do. Maybe that's our goal one day.
Yeah.
Is to start advertising our own politics. I don't know. I don't really want to get involved in that.
But
really we could, if we wanted to put our fucking money where our mouth is.
Yeah.
That's a step we could take.
Yeah.
Right? You know? Or you start like thinking like locally, there's local papers, there's billboards.
Yeah.
People do still listen to terrestrial radio, like, older people mostly, but
yeah.
There are ways, I guess, but are we smart enough to lead that charge? Because there's going to be a time when we get into a position, if we're trying, we do get attention. And then there's going to be someone on the opposing side who's fully prepared for a moment that we might not be prepared for.
There's only one way to find out.
There is only one way to find out. But also, like, and I don't even think this is a confidence issue. I don't know if I'm the guy to get up there. Because I know that there's probably someone who could do a better job than me. Can you do it? Do you really truly believe that you can do it? Well, that's great. All right. I won't deny you. You know what I mean?
I think we. This is hard for like what I'm trying to say. The idea that, so yes, absolutely, there is that truth of there is another guy who's more prepared than me. But there's also another guy who's more prepared for him, and so on, right?
Sure.
So, like anything, when we're at our most basic form, our most basic human form, like we were just talking about, right? When the circumstances change, we are about, what did you say? Growth and...
I said, like, basically learning and nurturing, like, making more life and then learning and bettering ourselves.
So, I think, in a way... Well, I do think I have a strategic mind, so that's one thing. Like, I do truly think that, and I think I could do it.
But also, would you want to do it? Would you want to spend your time on that?
Yeah, that's another question.
Because I would personally rather argue weeb shit than politics. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to devote my life to that
absolutely.
at all.
I mean, I would rather devote my life to something I enjoy.
Exactly, which is why I say, like, I would like to help get someone in there, but I would rather find someone who's actually right for the job. So I don't think I'm that guy.
To that, I would just say... Like, the idea of right for the job, again, I think is like... I think what I was getting at was like, that's a myth.
Well, we'd have to find that person. That person can't find us.
Well, no, I don't think there's anyone to find. I think it's if you're thrown into that position, you become that.
Well, that's my point. We need someone to be thrown into that position, not someone who wants it.
Yeah, but I think if we're thrown into that position, or at least in speaking for myself, if I'm thrown in that position, I'm confident that I could take that over.
That's different. That's not the argument I was making, because I believe that I could probably do it. Sure.
Okay, so
I believe that I could do anything.
Okay. See, I was thinking you were saying the opposite.
No.
So what are you saying then?
I'm saying I don't want to do it.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the right guy for the job because I don't fucking want to do it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Sure, that might make me the right guy for the job, but if I can help it, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like I ain't trying to clean the fucking toilets at work.
Yeah.
Same shit, bro. Quite literally.
I like it. So what? Wait. So what do you do? So what do you do when you don't want to clean the toilets, but someone tells you gotta clean the toilets?
Clean the toilets.
Do you do a good job at it?
Of course. Of course, yes.
So why don't you get someone else to do it?
Well, if I can, I will, but sometimes you literally can't. You're the only person to do the job, and you got to fucking do the job. It's part of your job.
Okay.
But then, if you're doing it, you do it to the best of your ability. Otherwise, why are you doing that job?
Do you think someone else would want to clean the toilets?
No, but I know that there are lots of people who have no problem doing it.
Okay.
I do.
So you
and in certain circumstances, I don't. But where I'm at now, in my position, yes, I do have a problem with it.
Yeah. So, I guess because I'm just wondering, because you said you would want to find someone who would want to do the job. Because I feel like we very well could compare that to cleaning the toilet.
Well, because I can give you an example of me personally through my life working experiences and jobs.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's just take the restaurant field.
Yeah.
In the lowest level of the restaurant field, when you're given your job, maybe one of your jobs is cleaning that restroom, right? It's on your job list.
Yeah.
I have no problem doing that. It's on my job. It's what I'm there for.
Yeah.
You know? I'm going to do that to the best of my ability. But then I'm there a little while. I move up to, server or something.
Yeah.
It's no longer my job to clean that fucking bathroom.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to clean that bathroom.
Yeah.
So I'm going to not do it.
Yeah.
It's not part of my job. But if I'm stuck, if that's the only thing that happens, I will do it begrudgingly and do it perfectly.
Yeah.
Now, go up another step, become management. At that point, I'm running the restaurant. I'm responsible for it. It's not my job to clean the restrooms.
Yeah.
It's my job to delegate it.
Yeah.
And I will. But if there's somebody who will not do it or cannot do it, I'm the manager responsible for that restroom. I will happily clean the restroom.
Okay.
That's how I view it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Different positions warrant my level of wanting to do that type of job, I guess.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does. But when we're talking to what we're comparing the bathroom to, I feel like it'd be the other way around. Now it's what we're really comparing it to is that management position.
Right.
So if you don't want to do that management position, you have to find someone who wants to do it.
Right.
If Adolf Hitler was your choice, was the guy who wants to do it.
Yeah. He doesn't get that job.
Okay.
Yeah, no way. No.
So,
because maybe that bathroom would be spotless, but like Jewish people won't be allowed to use it. I'd rather have a dirty bathroom and everyone can use it.
So that's where, I guess that's where my head was at, right? Because it's like, if I'm put in that position, I know I'm the best for that position. I think you also think that.
But so does Hitler.
Well, that's what I mean, though. Hitler's obviously not.
Right, but he thinks he is the best for that position.
But that's why I'm saying, like, well, I guess, it's subjective, too, because I could also be Hitler,
Right, you absolutely could be. We never know what's behind somebody's eyes.
So, I guess what I was just getting at was, which I'm not really getting at anything, I'm just talking.
You're arguing. Devil's advocate.
Like, do you think... So no, I mean, I guess you answered the question because you said, like, no, Hitler's not cleaning that bathroom. So you would rule the country or whatever we were getting at instead of letting Hitler do it, even though he wants to do it.
Yes, because I am that guy. I will, if I have to fucking do the right thing, no matter what it is, I'll do it.
He is that guy. I like it.
As much as I hate it, I'll give everything, I already have.
Why?
We talked about this. We talked about it a little bit in one of the previous episodes about my life, my relationships, and where I'm at in life. I've already pretty much given everything for what I thought was the right thing.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
Yeah.
No matter how bad it puts me, I'll do it again.
He's a good man, folks.
Sucks, don't it? So on that note, what excited you this week?
I was excited by watching The Elusive Samurai.
That fucking brings me joy.
It was really good. Amazing animation, in my opinion. Like some of the best animation I've seen in a while.
Absolutely. And it not only is the quality really good, it's one of those shows that will actually change the style of animation and use like artistic expression and like visual poetry, for lack of a better word. I really love it.
Yeah, it looked really good. A thing that like really spoke to me was the show. So, well, for one, it starts off very like calm. You know, it's just like he's living, he's royalty, he's running from the
slice of life, if you will.
Slice of life. And then Samurai betrays everyone and starts murdering everyone, and you know, his whole village is destroyed. And like part of me almost felt like a normie because I was looking at him like, this animation is so cute and like the style is so cute and it's so, you know, I'm literally watching heads get chopped
brutal
off.
Yeah.
And I felt I like paused for a second. I was like, that's some shit like a person who doesn't watch anime would say. Like, it's cartoon, you know, it's like a kid's cartoon.
Yes.
Like, but I'm like, holy shit. Like, yeah, like this really threw me for a loop because it's so goofy and it retains its goofiness.
Absolutely, all the way through the show.
Like I keep forgetting his name, but the priest guy.
Yeah.
He's just a goofball, and he's always got his fucking like ray of sunshine behind him while he's like doing his goofy shit.
He's great.
And meanwhile, you know, this kid's like training to be the warrior that saves the world.
Dude, this show's brutal. Eventually, there's an opponent like a character can't beat. So what they do is they like they get locked together in an open room.
Yeah.
And the character just dodges and slices the guy until he keeps running around until he bleeds out. Like, that's how they fight. Fucking crazy. It's crazy. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But also, like, if you look at the show as a whole, right? What was the Takuaji, right? Takuuji?
I don't remember
Takuuji, something like that is it's the bad guy, basically, the guy who kills the shogun.
Oh, yeah, that guy, yeah.
What is he doing? He's taking a principality by force.
Yes, okay.
So, like, and now what we're actually seeing some of the prince, actually being animated, what we're seeing in this show. Because he takes this country by force, and then we see him trying to rule it.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. And then I guess, like, I haven't really looked into the real history, but I think I'm going to.
Yeah.
Because this is a real character.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And it says, you know, like in the end of the episode, it's like, and 2 years later, you know, this boy would come and make a mark on the whatever it says. So, I'm not sure. Fucking great though, right?
Wow. Yeah. No, it's really cool.
So good. I really like everything about it. Like I say, the humor is really good. The lightheartedness.
But also the darkness.
And the darkness is so good. and for me, it's the animation stuff.
Absolutely.
You know, like there's gonna be some really cool like arrow animation, really like flying with arrows and stuff like that. It's fucking great. There's a dude who like gets covered in ants. It's really strange. There's really cool stuff going on in this show. I'm excited to continue to talk about it.
Awesome. Well, that was my thing.
Yeah.
What's
your
thing?
I got one more thing to say about the Samurai. Because I haven't read it, so I'm only I've only seen the first season. I'm interested to see where it goes in later seasons, to see like the political side of the story. I'm interested to see some of that stuff.
I'll add to that because just this morning while I was watching it, I was saying to myself, I'm like, I hope there's a time skip in this.
It's a Shonen Jump. It's a Shonen Jump property, and that's like a must in every Shonen Jump. So
yeah, I'm excited to see. I think Tokikuchi, something like the main character. He's like,
oh yeah,
I forget how to say his name. It's a cool name though. Yeah, I was like, I want to see him as an adult because he will be a badass.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I don't know about that because the history says 2 years later, so I have a feeling it's going to like get into the war. But I don't know if it's going to grow up. We'll see. We'll see. That's cool. Me though, what did excite? But let's take a moment to reference our beloved Dandadan.
Yeah.
Because Donda, damn, all right, fucking shit, dude. It's so good, right? I'm gonna try and make this a thing.
Yeah.
This is a thing now. Donda, damn. All right. I don't even know what I want to say about it other than its clear fucking perfection. Every little bit of it. Fucking the characters, again, just
Voice
Pitch
acting is
perfect.
so good. Did you see what I sent you?
Which?
Probably not.
Oh, so if it was on TikTok, I'll do it. I promise.
So it was actually English dub.
Okay.
It's 1, hilarious. 2, sounded good for the clip I saw.
I heard good things about the English dub.
Yes.
Why would I watch it? The Japanese is so
absolutely.
good.
I'm gonna watch Japanese too, but I just saw it and I thought it was hilarious. So you gotta watch that. It was so funny.
You know what I'll probably do is like, because I'm one of those people who watch and rewatch stuff that I love. They'll probably get to a point where I'd seen Dan so many times.
And you're watching it in English.
I'll put it on in English so I can like read or something, and then I'll hear it. Yeah.
Word. You're gonna love it. It was so funny.
Right. Fucking, oh god, it's so perfect. The crab looked so good.
Yeah.
Like, it's just everything about it just looked so good. And then Momo's face when she's just hoarding crab legs and like just chewing on them. Oh, fuck, man. And my girl Seiko trying to get a look at that wiener. So funny. It's just so funny.
If I was Okarun.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what are you afraid of? Just do it.
Let Baba see it.
I mean, honestly, if he did, it would make Momo jealous.
Yeah.
So it would have been like, it might have actually expedited their relationship. So.
He's a better thinker than I.
You know, what are you gonna do?
I'd have been going for the granny granddaughter threesome.
Absolutely. Like, if I was him, I'd be trying. We know what you can do. But also, like, I don't know. I'm of a much dirtier mind than Okarun because if that doesn't work, then he's got Ira, and then he's got Vamola, and then he has Crack.
Yeah, everyone likes him.
Everyone fucking loves Okarun.
I'm like so happy for him. Like when I read it, and then like after I'm done reading it, I'm like, fuck you,
you fucking punk.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
but he deserves it. He's such a great character.
He's a great guy, man. Him. He's trying. He just tries to do the right thing.
Yeah.
All he wants is friends, man.
Yep.
That's it.
And he just wants to protect his lady, too.
Oh, dude. So now that you've read that volume, what do you think of, I forgot his name, but the idiot with the glasses who does the stupid poses? Fucking hate him. I hate his character.
Yeah, no, I think his character, the point of his character is to be hated.
I know.
Absolutely.
No, I know. He's a trope, an intentional trope. All the way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate him, but like I don't like him. You know, like he's definitely just an annoying schmuck.
He has no development. He just does that same thing. It's just the same every time we see him. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
How come you can talk dirty and I can't? It's like the joke. That's the joke.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, he's he's almost to a fault where like I wish he wasn't there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish he wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like him.
Like he kind of. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind him, but I also, like, there's times where I'm like, why is this guy here?
If he was just that one arc, just that first arc, and then he kind of just faded back into the background, then I would have been okay with it.
No,
but that's not what
he
happens.
actually inputs into the conversation just meaningless shit. Like,
absolutely.
It's like, okay, I'm reading. He says some stupid shit. I'm like, fuck you. But... I mean, besides that, I thought the mech was cool.
Mech was cool, I gotta admit.
I've seen some spoilers ahead of another mech that looked awesome. I don't know if it's actually him or not. But...
Yeah, that's the alien war, dude. There's all kinds of crazy shit.
So
just wait, you're gonna turn a page and go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
No, last volume was good, and the anime's doing great. So
yeah, I'm fucking man. For me, it's like. This last chapter of Oshinoko, it's just still so close to the end, and it's like
there's only 2 now, right?
So
2 left?
hard. It's 2 or 3. I'm not sure exactly. It's just so difficult, like emotional stuff. Like, I'm like upset.
Wow.
Like, I don't want to spoil it, so I won't say it. But like, there's this thing that might happen, and I'm like, I don't want this thing to happen.
Wow.
You know? So I'm like, I don't know, and I'm like on tenterhooks.
Yeah, that gets me excited to read it. I haven't read any of it yet. Just because, like, for one, I struggle to read even the stuff that's like 1 volume at a time, like Dawn to Dawn.
Yeah.
And I just have a lot I'm doing. So
what do you have? The 2 volumes right now you're sitting on? The first 2?
For what?
Oshinoko?
No, I have 6. I have 1.
Oh, you do have a. Whoa,
they're just sitting on my bookshelf.
Okay.
Waiting to be read.
You won't be disappointed. I love all the stuff that you've got is all the first and second season.
Yeah. Which I've already seen, so...
Oh, you didn't watch the second season?
I didn't watch the second. That's right. Yeah, I only watched the first. So.
Second season's great. You gotta watch it. And also, like, same with Elusive Samurai, it does a lot of really cool artistic things.
Word.
The main focus of it is a 2.5D play, and they really animate the hell out of it.
Wow.
It's fucking great, man.
Yeah.
I wish that show was more popular here, because I'm obsessed with it, as you can see. Like, my figure collection is mostly Oshinoko now.
You know, it was really popular when it first dropped.
Yeah.
I don't know if it died off more or what.
I was reading something about this, and you know, and this also might be part of it. Fucking Idol, Yoasobi's theme song, might be a huge part of it.
That I do remember that blowing up. Yeah,
there's no Yoasobi in the second season.
What is the intro?
I don't know. It's good, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not Yoasobi. Fucking, they're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that being a big reason. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, anime. You got to really focus. I think that's actually something that's to be taken deeply into consideration is your opening now. Like,
well, they do, I think, because they get bands like Bandmade doing it. Polka Dot Stingray does some. Yeah. So I think they do. You know.
Yeah.
And then you have people who like, I mean, like look at someone like Lisa. You know what I mean? Like responsible for like 50% of anime openings or something like that, right?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Dude, Oshinoko is one of my favorite things ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so good, and I'm probably gonna cry when it's over. I'm sure I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And speaking of ending, I'm pretty sure that in Japan, Call of the Night's over as well.
Yeah, I think we.
So I'm interested to know how many volumes we have left over here to get through it.
It goes to 20. So
20?
We're at 16, I think.
16, so we have 4 left?
Or maybe 17, actually. We're on 17, so we have 3 left. Yeah. Yep.
Is this going to make me cry too? Because this one could also make me cry.
It could.
This one could really hit me, depending on what they do.
What happened in the last one? Did he die? I can't remember.
Yeah, dude.
He did die. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Maharu.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I should have. I honestly didn't see that coming. I was sad as fuck. But, like, I saw it coming as I was reading. I was like, oh, no, this is what's going to happen. Oh, no.
No, I think I expected it, and that's why I wasn't that sad. But it definitely was a sad thing to happen.
I think it's because I'm such like a sad sap, like hopeless romantic, like optimist. You know what I mean? Like I just didn't see him dying. After. I thought she was gonna die, but I thought maybe he would live. Nope. Oh yeah. So
that was true love.
True love, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't care how much I love you. I ain't dying at fucking 16. Eat my ass.
I don't expect you to say that though, because you always talk about wishing you died younger. I know half the time you're joking.
I'm joking. I don't want to die. Yeah. No, because there's too much stories. You know, I want fiction. I want music. I want these things.
Yeah.
And if I died, I couldn't have them.
Yeah.
You know, like what the fuck would I do without Oshinoko? I honestly don't know.
You're just in heaven, like nothing's going on. You're just like. So, you guys got a library here?
Yeah, right? Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess Oshi's really all I got to talk about. Like,
no, it was good. That was what you're excited about.
It's what I'm excited for. And this anime season's like, it's like big, but I certainly don't love everything. I love some of it. Jesus. Did I tell you I just read volumes 16, 17, and 18 of Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls?
The light novel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you briefly talked about how you were reading the light novel.
Yeah, yes. I was watching the show and I was getting so mad at it. Like I just needed to, because it's like something was happening and they weren't giving any answers and it was just stretching on and it wasn't particularly exciting.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm supposed to like this show and I'm not liking it.
Got it.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna read ahead and find out what's going on. And man, I have to say those fucking light novels were pretty good. I was impressed. I enjoyed them. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
That was cool. I want to definitely show you the closing credits of this season.
Oh,
that's
that right.
You
told me.
Yeah, I had to make note, but I remembered on my own.
That's right. Good.
I would have liked to have gotten your reaction to that on mic, but oh well.
Well, why not? We can't pull that up.
We can. It's just I'd rather watch it on the big screen. You're gonna lose the effect on the small screen.
Well, let's just do it.
All right, fine. All right, we're back. We just watched it. What'd you think?
It was funny.
That's fucking hilarious, right?
It was funny. It was just hot character walking.
Yeah, it's just Freya walking, and then like just shots of her close up of like her butt, her boobs, just like existing. It's so fucking funny. Licking her lips. Oh my god, dude.
And then the tower.
Dude, Freya is a wild character.
Yeah.
She really is. She's got this is like these 4 of her followers are these Prum brothers, and it shows their history, and I guess they were like indentured servants of like a fucking dwarf or some shit.
Okay.
Jewelry makers. And she goes there, asks them to make jewelry, and then she leaves. And then 4 days later, the dwarf comes back and goes, "You're free." And they're like, "What do you mean we're free?" And he goes, "Well, Freya came to me, asked what she could do to make you hers, and I said, 'Let me fuck you for 4 nights.' And she did. And now you're free." And I'm like, "What?" So then the 4 brothers kill the dwarf because he got to fuck her.
Yeah.
And then like pledged themselves allegiance to her. And then she's just like, I wanted you guys a night with a man. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It is what it is. He's a wild character, dude. Can I give you a giant spoiler?
Go ahead.
She winds up using her charm to change the city.
Oh, okay.
Like literally, like everyone's memories gets altered.
Oh, wow.
She fucks shit up. She completely just like ignores all rules and was like, "I'm doing what I want to do."
Wow.
That's like the main impetus for all the shit that's why I read the book.
Yeah,
Shit went nuts. Was going nuts. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what's happening?
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
So yeah, I definitely wanted to take a minute to talk about the fucking weirdness that is Danmachi.
Yeah, I gotta get back on that too.
Definitely, man.
Season 1 I loved, and then just after that, I just didn't have season 2, or maybe it wasn't even out at the time. But now it's up to 3, right? 3 or 4.
5.
5. Okay, yeah, I gotta get.
So I think only the first. I don't know if it's the first 3 or 4 are on Netflix, but then like the rest are on High Dive.
Oh, okay.
Not
All right.
Netflix. I'm sorry, Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll, yeah.
Why did I say Netflix?
I don't know.
It's a weird slip.
I mean, I started on Netflix, so.
Well, me too, but.
Huh.
I don't think it's maybe the first season's still on there, but I don't even know if it is. I really don't know.
Yeah.
Did you watch Uzumaki on Max? Did you check that out?
No.
First episode was great. Like money was spent. It looked really really good animation wise and everything, but after that it's bad. Poor animation.
I remember you saying is Uzumaki the one they did in black and white?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we talked after I watched the first episode because I was amazed by it. I'm like, if you want to see like a manga move, this is what it should be. It's great, and it was fucking fantastic. But I guess I was listening to a podcast and they said there was a quote by one of the producers saying that I can't say who, but there is somebody at fault for what happened with this show.
Oh wow.
There's a reason why the first episode looks great and the rest look bad.
Wow.
So that's interesting.
That is interesting.
But I guess I guess the choice was, do we let it out, warts it all, or let just see? Yeah, let me rephrase this. Sorry, a great first episode and then that's it. Just it ends, or do we let people see the rest of the story even though it's just kind of bad?
Yeah.
So they decided to just let it out.
I guess. Yeah.
Because they knew it wasn't up to par.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's so interesting. I mean, it makes sense to me, but also not. Just like the industry of stuff is like, it's so sad to see. Like Blue Lock, for example. There was something similar that happened where someone from management, producer, whoever, quoted and said like, oh no, it was someone who worked on it, like an animator. He's like, we apologize that it looks so shitty because like we would make like the whole thing, and then for time purposes, like the production team would just choose to like take like, you know, certain frames, and that's what they made it with. So like they would animate a whole thing and they would take like the beginning and the end, and that's what was in the episode.
Wow.
It was interesting. I'm like, all this for getting it out like that. Like, why even...
And budgetary reasons.
That too, but yeah, and he even said to it, I think he said like, yeah, pays pretty shit. I'm working my ass off animating this, and then they're not even using half of it. I'm like...
Have we already talked about why animation's like so underfunded? Have we talked about this?
No,
one of the reasons?
I don't think so.
Osamu Tezuka. You know, like Astro Boy.
Okay.
Like the first anime, basically.
I briefly remember talking about this. I just don't remember what you said.
Okay, so we'll go on. You know, he made like the first anime, basically.
Yeah.
And they didn't, at the time, since it didn't exist, they didn't believe in the product.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to spend the money on the product.
Yeah.
So he was like, at a desperation, was just like, look, if you just give me this much money, I'm just going to make this fucking show.
So he set the standard.
Because he wanted to do it.
Because he wanted to do it.
And then it was such a giant hit, and they made so much money, when the next person came around, they were like, I can't do it for this much money. No one's going to get paid.
Well, this guy did it for... Yeah.
Exactly.
Got
well, he made that for this, so
Yeah.
you can too. And that has, that like set the standard for the industry for
Got it.
under budget.
Got it.
Which is why, they the reason he did... how much do you know about animation, like animating on the 1s and the 2s and all this shit?
I know a fair amount, mainly from watching Gartic Phone videos. But
okay. Well, basically the concept is like if you just animate on all the, on everything,
yeah,
it would be crystal.
Yeah.
Regular. It would be like regular movement, right?
Yeah.
To save money, you don't animate every frame though. You animate
you
every like 2 frames, 3 frames, or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why it would look shitty and stunted. But they did that because he didn't get any money to make them.
Yeah.
It was never meant to be an artistic choice, you know?
Yeah.
But, unfortunately...
Yeah, it sucks. I really wish there would just be... Again, this is like what we talk about, like, if we had the resources, like, I wish the people who loved the stuff and would sacrifice being a millionaire for being 100,000-aire...
I agree.
...to... just have a good product, like
I 100% agree.
Like either way, you're gonna be
some
rich.
Of them are out
like,
there.
Just be happy with like making something beautiful, and then you die, and you can be like, I did that. I was behind that.
Me too.
So
if I was rich,
if I were a rich,
I would find an incredible hentai animation company. Bring them over here to America.
No, I would find...
Wait. Bring them over here to America and let them animate their shit without having to pixelate it.
No, I would find a regular animation people that make Elusive Samurai and make them make hentai.
Well, they might not want to, though.
I'm forcing that. Hey, the money's right.
I mean, maybe. You're not wrong.
The money's right.
But you see where I'm getting with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I would do with my money.
Oh, man. No, fuck the hentai artists. Get me the anime artists, who most of them start with hentai.
You're not wrong.
So yeah, I'm sure they would do it.
All right, guys, we need to start a Kickstarter. Dreams.
Hey.
Hashtag dreams, baby. Good uncensored hentai. It's not from 4 years ago.
Yeah, dicks always look weird in those.
It's very strange. Very strange.
Honestly, I don't even mind the censoring. I just want the good animation. Just give me the good frames. Don't have that shit on 2s. I want it on 1s. I want it on 1s, fully animated, good motion. You can keep the blurrage there. I don't care. As long as it's on 1s, good animation.
I'm going to say good art. The good animation is secondary to the no pixelation. I want the censorship.
Really?
I hate censorship. I fucking hate it. I'd rather not have it there than have it censored. I'd rather watch stuff with no nudity.
See, I'd rather have the
censorage
and she's giving a crazy looking blowjob rather than no censorage and she's just going bah, 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 like Pac-Man.
Waka 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 waka. The ghost. Oh my god. That's funny.
Our philosophies may differ, but we are men of culture.
Agreed. Agreed. So, where do we go from there?
Oh, you know what? I know what we can end off on. Because I need to share this with you, and I forgot to share it with you. And it kind of has to do with what we were just talking about. All right, so to wrap up, a little off topic, but also very much on topic, and I think this will be a hilarious way to end the show. My sister, my lovely sister, hello if you're listening, also fuck you.
Yeah.
She made an AI written story about us being gay for each other.
But you and I, we have fan fiction?
Yes, we already have a fan fiction.
Thanks, sister. You're kind. I would like to hear it.
Interior, T-Cone's room, day. The room is cluttered, filled with posters of anime characters, a microphone set up in the center, and a cozy couch strewn with snacks. I don't know what the fuck strewn is.
Strewn is like stuff all about.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. T-Cone, mid-20s, fidgets his headphones, his boyish face flushed. He doesn't notice 40-san, early 40s, who is older and wise, with an inviting warmth in his eyes, setting up his own microphone. The atmosphere is light, but charged with an unsaid tension. T-Cone, tuning his mic. All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of Philosoweebs Podcast. I'm your host, T-Cone, joined here with my wise friend, 40-san. 40-san smiling softly. Hey, everyone. Hope you're ready for some deep dives today.
Uh-oh.
They share a look,
Sounds
one
like
filled with warmth. T-Cone quickly averts his gaze, fiddling with his notes. T-Cone, today we're talking about relationships. Like All Might and Deku. What do you think, 40-san? That definitely resembles us, right? 40-san, leaning back, crossing his arms. You could say that. I guess I do see myself as a mentor figure to you.
Oh my god.
T-Cone chuckles nervously, his mind wandering. T-Cone. Yeah, but All Might is super strong and confident. I mean, He gestures wildly, struggling to find the words. Just me. 40-san, his expression softens. But T-Cone, you know that strength isn't just physical. It's about growth, too. And you have this incredible potential. T-Cone rolls his eyes, brushing up the compliment. He shifts in his seat. T-Cone, sure, but, that's a little cheesy, don't you think? 40-san, sincerely. It is cheesy to care about it's cheesy to care about your growth? Don't you feel like we learn so much from each other? T-Cone smirks, cutting through the tension with sarcasm. Definitely learned how to debate anime and philosophy at 2 a.m. 40-san chuckles, but the atmosphere grows heavier as they continue. 40-san, you know, it's strange. I think there's more to our connection than just podcasting.
I was hoping it was going to be hotter.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be way
soon?
more gay. I don't know. Quickly shaking head. What do you mean? We're just friends. Close friends, sure, but friends. 40-san, undeterred, leans in closer. 40-san whispering. But I've shown you more things than All Might has shown Deku. The realization hangs in the air with like a fragile thread. T-Cone's heart races and grapples with the weight of the words. T-Cone stammering. What do you mean by that? 40-san inches even closer, brows furrowed in a mix of concern and affection. 40-san, T-Cone, I'm saying that I care about you more than a mentor should. T-Cone's face turns red in denial, clawing at him.
Awful.
T-Cone, no, I mean, you can't. We're like fellows on a quest. No room for feelings. 40-san
I'm pretty
gently.
sure fellows on a quest probably fuck.
Probably.
They're going to die tomorrow.
40-san gently. Why not? Isn't it okay to feel things for each other? To let those feelings in? T-Cone stares, vulnerability cutting through his bravado. The older man eyes searches, earnest and hopeful. T-Cone, voice shaky. He takes a deep breath in the weight of the moment, pressing down around him. 40-san whispers, it's okay to admit it. The room crackles with potential. T-Cone looks away, fear and longing fighting each other within him. T-Cone, barely above a whisper. Maybe it's not just like All Might and Deku after all. 40-san smiles, brightens, hope flicker into the air. T-Cone's heart races, caught between denying and accepting the undeniable. Fade out. The end.
Okay.
They didn't fuck. What the hell?
Dude, come on. 40-san absolutely would have gone for the reach around long before that it came to that. You kidding me? That takes forever.
Oh my God.
No way.
You would have gone for the reach around. Oh my God.
I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I thought that was gonna be way more gay.
Totally.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I've read like Anne Rice is more, more sexy than that.
Yeah, that was a letdown.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was gonna be really.
I
raunchy.
love the idea though. Hopefully this try harder, sis. Maybe come out with us with something good.
I think
we'll keep this segment going.
Yeah, I think she needs to write her own, not let the AI do it.
Yeah, and if it keeps sucking, I'm writing it.
Yeah.
You don't want me writing it, brother?
Oh my God. This is unfair. This is unfair because if he writes it, I already know who the top's gonna be. Like, what the hell?
The top would be anyway. Than me.
You think so, huh?
I know
you
so.
You think so?
Absolutely.
This is some bullshit, guys. I think just because he's older, he's the top.
No, I think because I fucked. I'm the
top. I'm way stronger than you.
I think your sister got what she wanted.
This is some bullshit.
This is probably the argument
She's
she
just
wanted.
I'm done. I'm done talking about this.
Yep.
We're not talking about this anymore.
Who the bottom actually is.
Whatever.
You fucking bitch. All right, so like, subscribe.
This was the dumbest shit fucking ever. I'm so mad that I did this now.
We can edit it out.
Now I'm gonna have like T-Cone bottom fan art coming out. Like it's gonna be like
it was happening anyway. What do you want to say?
Fuck off. Goodbye.
Like, subscribe.
All right, guys. If you are artistic, I need you to make me fan art of us, but I'm the top. That's all I care about now. For the rest of his life, I'm gonna frame everyone I find in his.
He's gonna
room.
have the weirdest fucking house. I am not going.
I
to your
want
house.
one of 40-san in a dog costume, and I have him on a leash, and I'm pegging him. And not even with my wiener. I want to have a dildo strap on, and I'm pegging him. All right, goodbye.
I got nothing to say to that.